What's the word, gang? So look, I seen a bunch of people, right? They was like, "Yo, why Dexter never speak on Lil Zay when his comments are saying that he don't meet the description, as well as he don't recall him being there." Now, I asked Dexter about this because that's what everybody was putting in the comments, and this is pretty much what he had to say, as well as spoke on Big Stretch, but he said he referred to his book. He said he don't really want to speak on him too much because last time he spoke on him his people had reached out to him and etc. But let's get to the content, y'all. This is, I believe, part three or four. This part four, I believe. But y'all get in the comments. Stay tuned. We still got some more drops. I got some more stuff. Was Diddy? Did Diddy know about it? Things of that nature. Also, I'm gonna put in the description Dexter Isaac Instagram as well as the link to his Amazon, so y'all could cop them two books because apparently a lot of this information he not really gonna give out on no interview. He gonna refer you to the book. But we definitely got him to speak on Lil Zay, man. Stay tuned.
I signed some papers today. They call Westside BBC Productions out of London. They want to come and interview me. They want to do they're doing a documentary on the rise and fall of the Diddy and shit. So they want me to be a part of that. So that should be happening in January. So all of y'all should know that's a little teaser. There would never been a bad boy without Anthony Jones, aka Rest in Peace, Big Wolf. There never would have been one.
Yeah.
There's no puppy ass was broke, and never would have been a bad boy if it wasn't for Wolf.
So I got a question for you, Dexter, before you get up out of here. Lil Zay. So Lil Zay, he had went on and did a bunch of interviews talking about that. He was basically saying that your story wasn't correct and he don't remember no one meeting that description. Can you speak on that?
Lil Zay is mad because his bitch ass got on his knees and didn't even try to do it. He had a gun on him and he didn't even pull it. Tupac was the only real nigga in their crew that reached for his gun and did something. So he's mad. So when he later on after the incident, he went upstairs and pulled out his gun on Diddy and Jimmy and them up in the studio and waving it around. Still ain't even shoot it. As that rapper, I think it's Moneybag Yo said, you having a gun and you ain't shooting is like a bitch with a dick in her hand and she ain't sucking it. He's the same motherfucking way. How you gonna call yourself a gangster? You got a gun. And niggas is robbing your man and pistol whipping him, taking all your shit, and you ain't reaching for shooting it. So I can see you in your feelings. He's a coward.
This call is from a federal prison.
Gun in your waist and beg Pac not to do nothing, give up his shit. Yeah, you remember that nigga? Huh? Remember Tretch gave up his fucking little bracelet? Huh? Why you didn't pull out your gun and bust it? Since you don't remember. You feel like you got amnesia? Could that refresh your memory? Now shut your bitch ass up and relax, man. Nobody got time for you.
Also, he made a comment on these interviews. He said that, he didn't have anything and he had like $4 in his pocket and y'all took the $4 too. Was that true?
You broke ass nigga, nobody took your $4. What you doing walking around New York City with $4? You broke ass nigga. You on some bum ass nigga shit. Get the fuck out of here. I wish I knew how to give you $100. Send you on back to Cali. Fuck out of here. Broke ass nigga. You leeching off a pot. You another broke nigga leeching off another broke nigga. Kapak didn't have no money. I'm sorry to talk about it, bad about him, but he was fucked up, which is facts. He didn't have no money at the time. He just clout chasing. He dick riding. The fuck on. They got time for that.
Right. And another thing that was popping up, in regards to that night, they say that who like, can you just reference again who made the phone call to get y'all in that studio?
I'm gonna refer you. Jimmy Henson made the phone call. The whole robbery from beginning to end. If you go to From Friends to Enemies, it's gonna break that whole robbery down. I'm gonna refer you to my book on Amazon.
And
Go get it, From Friends to Enemies. It's gonna tell you from the beginning to the end of that robbery. What was taken, how it was divvied up, and why it happened, and everything. Who was involved? All the participants. Not all of them, because some people will still behind the scenes. I was never, involved because they out there living their life and they don't want to be part of this shit here.
And what about Big Stretch? Was Big Stretch involved? Was he back doing Tupac, anything of that nature?
Yeah, but his brother was hurt. I hurt his brother's feelings. I don't want to hurt his feelings anymore. But you got to read the book because his brother sent me a couple of messages. Because they have a little. Shout out to my man Chuck from Death of the Cloud. I want anybody interested in reading more about the core studio. You could go to Amazon and order From Friends to Enemies, and it's part one of my autobiography, and you got Enemies Amongst Us, which is part two. And we'll tell you everything you need to know about the whole Tuck situation, the whole story about my life, my upbringing, and being raised in the streets of Brooklyn. I write these books so the younger guys and girls out there can learn from my mistakes, and they wouldn't fall victim to the shit I fell victim to, end up dead or life in prison and ruined.
This call is from a federal prison.
It's your friends that betray you and go tell on your ass and how you in jail stuck. So don't, get caught up in all the street shit and all the bullshit. The real men, the real gangsters. I learned this over the past 26 years being away from my son, watching my son get killed out there and losing his life without me being there, being a father to him. And I see all these young guys coming in here, all fucked up with their ass full of time. So I want some of y'all to go make the same mistakes. Go read my book and learn how people will betray you so you don't fall victim to this system. The government is keep building more and more prisons to lock young black and brown people out. Don't, learn. Read it and learn, and don't make the same mistakes I've made. They're both available on Amazon, by Dexter Isaac, From Friends to Enemies, Enemies Amongst Us. And you could also follow me on IG at The Real Big Dex, and log into my man Chuck joint too. Y'all already up on them, Dead of the Cloud Chaser, and stay out there, stay safe and stay free. The real gangsters is the one that get up and go to work every day and taking care of their family. This prison shit is for suckers, man. It took me 26 years and away from my family to learn that this shit don't work. I made a lot of mistakes. Please don't make, I beg y'all, please don't make them mistakes. Don't go out there hurting nobody, killing nobody, and try your best not to do that, so you end up with a life sentence like me and fucked up, man. Love y'all out there. Shout out to the outlaw Haitian Jack down there in Dominican Republic. Shout out to the outlaw Ricky Lee in Jamaica. Y'all stay free, my brothers, and all, the fellas that's out there, man, that's doing the right thing, raising their kids, putting them first, putting their family first. Don't ever put the streets first before your family and your loved ones. Remember, they come first. That's it, man.